In a world full of people trying to look tough 24/7, I'm gonna show you that we're all marshmallows. Hi, this is Marshmallow Effect.
JC on the track, boy.
Welcome back again. My name is Jade. Thank you so much for coming back again. How are you doing in this quarantine time? I hope you're doing great. So if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, okay, I stop now. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have realized that I have a necessity right in this now, right in this present moment, to share the knowledge that I have acquired for horses. What? Going back at it again, I need to share my knowledge for horses because my love for them, to not call it an obsession, my love for them has only grew since January 2019. So right now, I've come to a point where I have realized I want horses in my life. And that's gonna happen. One day I'm gonna make a video. Here's my first horse beach. That's gonna happen one day. So, in light of those events, this is a fun, lighthearted horse fact video. So, here on to the fun facts about horses, or at least my favorite facts. Did you know that horses can live more than 30 years? I know. Due to the advances in medicine, of course, I thought they were like cats or dogs. 15 years tops, but since medicine evolved a lot, they can live more than 30 years. That's really cool, Horses have sense of humor. I know, right? It's crazy. Like, really give it a thought, like give it a moment to think. How many creatures, how many animals do you know that have sense of humor other side than us? I know, right? Probably the chipmunk and the dolphins? Yeah, because they're the smartest one. But horses? That's kind of crazy. And so, how did I figure this out? So, last year I found out that you can go to city horse stables, ask for permission, and you can pet the horses for free. You can be in there as long as you want, for free. So, I used to spend there, many hours, 1 or 2 days a week, going there, being with the horses, learning more about them. And I actually thought about getting a job in the city stables, taking care of the horses and whatever. And I asked the caretakers because, when I really got to see horses, the biggest one in there was a horse that, his head stood above my height, and he was relaxed, he was like I am right now, but in horse. That big boy was tall as fuck. So that's a big animal, I'm like, okay, that's a big dude. That might be a bit dangerous to take care of. So I asked him, hey, is it dangerous to take care of such a big animal? And he said, oh no, there's some that might bite, but in general you never get bored taking care of a horse because they mess with you. And I'm like, what do you mean they mess with you? And he's like, well, they have a sense of humor. And I'm like, no way. Amazed. Did you know that the Lusitano horse, which basically means Portuguese horse, they are the oldest mounted horses in the entire world, having 5,000 years of being ridden, being rode, being mounted. Hell yeah, the more you know. If you hear a vacuum cleaner, don't pay attention to it, pay attention to me. Did you know that horses are great therapy animals due to their incredible sensitivity? Horses are so sensitive that they are known for sensing human emotions that not even you are aware that you are feeling. That is insane, and that explains a lot on how they are so smart and perceptive. Long story short, you cannot lie to a horse. This was one of the facts, that shocked me the most, and it's a bit unexpected. Did you know that in the early 20th century, like 120 years ago, cars, driven cars were actually an environmentally friendly solution to horses because horse carcasses and poop polluted the cities. Insane, insane. To think that cars are now a big concern of the world pollution, huh? To think about it. Only 120 years ago. My favorite breeds for horses are draft horses. Basically, draft horses are the thick boys in the horse community, in the horse breeds, that is. Because these are horses that, they carry stuff, they pull logs out of the forest, they're used to pulling carriages. Those are the thick boys. I prefer the thick boys. Talking about horses here. Particularly the Ardennes horse. I've heard Ardennais horse, so we just call it Ardennais because it sounds like champagne and it sounds like I have fancy taste, which I have sometimes. So this Ardennais horse. This horse, I'm gonna put an image of them right here, of my favorite thick boy. Also, I like very much Gypsy Venners. I'm also going to put an image here. This big boy, the Ardennais horse, is actually believed to be a direct descendant of primitive horses that are extinct in today's day and age. I know. That's incredible, and he's big. He's big. This boy, from this hoof to his shoulder, what's his regular height is? Try to take a guess. He's my height. You know how high I am? I'm 1 meter 66 if I haven't grown a little taller. That boy, his shoulder is this big normally. Like a bit here. Imagine where his head is, and he's big. He's big. Not only he is believed to be direct descendant with a couple of genetic temperaments because he's been crossbred many times, also by Napoleon Bonaparte. That's also an interesting fact about this horse. It is believed that Napoleon Bonaparte crossbred him because the Ardennais horse was shorter and more compact, and how now he's a bit taller and more elegant and more resistant because it is believed that Napoleon Bonaparte, crossbred him to be more resistant, to tolerate the war environment, the cold, and the harsh weather. So that is actually pretty dope. And I promise I will stop talking about the Ardennais, I promise. Ardennais horses are the definition of gentle giants. They might be enormous. They might be one of the strongest horse breeds there is, but they are super gentle, and families are in the northern Europe. Many families actually have draft horses like the Ardennais or Dutch draft horses and Belgian draft horses. They're a great companion. Did you know that Arab horses are the most resistant running horses, running up to 160 kilometers without any rest? 160. Boy, I cannot run 1 kilometer without getting exhausted. I'm working on it. So, those were my random and most favorite horse facts that I could find, I've been learning about horses for a very short period of time, and I hope that this short and simple list of incredible horse facts may have enhanced in you or awakened in you some sort of love for horses that we can both share. So many new videos are coming soon, and I hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment down below, leave a like, it helps me a lot, and see you soon. This was Marshmallow Effect.